Hmm. Alright. Making sure everything is in order. Fuck. Fuck. Yes. Anyway. A bit later start than I wanted to tonight because everything got pushed back today. Not for any real reason, it just did. Had to go to the shop before this and all. We're finally seeing what this castle's about after seeing like 2 rooms of it in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Home, huh? Well,
You know, something just don't feel quite right.
Time for the Ratland. He almost just killed him. I don't know who's who.
Move it! Let's go! Queen Minnie needs to see you! The castle's in danger! Hurry, to the library!
You shall casually stroll. I do have a fondness for the Mickey Mouse March. It's a nice tune. I like how it gets used here. The 2 good versions of the Mickey Mouse March are this world's and the Eurobeat remix in that one PS1 dancing game. I'm right. Nope, still Valor. Yeah, I missed it used somewhere. Maybe we're just lucky actually thinking about it. There's more of you. Around Nye is when the fun thing like using your drive form starts to happen, I find. So it's usually when you've got, if you've used it, like at every other opportunity you get, this is usually where it turns up. But of course we are all beginners, so maybe they turn down, they turn up the requirements for it maybe. Get up there before your meter runs out, kill them. Get your experience. He's done it. Finally got high jump level 1, lads. We're in there. I'll equip it when we're out of the fight. Oh well, fuck me. Perhaps I should have realized. Or should have expected. One of the 2. Hello, Hammer. After fucking the music's playing, but we kind of jump into it. So, where are we? There we are. We now have high jump level 1. I never actually used this, but we probably should try it. Aerial dive is what I would have equipped otherwise, because give it. This will be useful as well. I got that when doing Mulan's World, but admittedly I was almost never out of the bastard. I mean, fair enough, but like I kind of, you must have like gone out of your way to get your drive back in between fights then, because fuck me. I thought, like, as far as I know, you should have to use it at least 3 times before the fun happens. And that's usually when like, you actually pass the lower threshold for it. Then again, I can't really blame you because I probably should be doing that. It's the same thing with like the trance in Final Fantasy IX. Like I play the game basically so rhythmically, like in a certain rhythm, you know, always getting to the same places at the same time, doing the same things. I always like trigger, you know, like the non-forced trances. Like sometimes trance activates for boss fights. I get all like the non-forced uses in the same places every time I play that game. It's like Zidane always gets it in Ice Cavern against Sea Lion and Black Waltz 1. And, you know, like usually Freya and usually Freya will get it going off like against Gizmoduck and shit like that. If you're in drive before a plot event puts you into a fight that takes away your party members, you'll start that fight solo with full drive meter. That helped. Ah, sneaky devil. I need to remember that. That'll probably actually be really important to do come the critical one, thinking about it. And then I just have like a full drive meter going into like Shan Yu. Not Shan Yu, of like the Shan Yu's trap fight in what's it? The queue beside the snowy village and shit like that. Or the fight with Herc against Pete. That would be another one. You can put yourself up there. Anyway. I just want to get them like as much use as possible out of high jump, because now we just have this sick flip all over the place. Anyway, door. Everything become destroyed. Imagine if we didn't get it there, so we might get it if I use it during the set piece coming up. Which isn't necessarily a bad place to get it, considering. Lord, there's a lot of UE shits, isn't there? Let's have her fun night. Fuck it. Yep, still Valor. I don't know why he loved that one in particular, but he did. Why not? Hey, we get loads of experience for Valor form, so I'm not gonna say no. Every 2 levels in a form, you get like the next upgrade of its. Starting at level 3, you get the next upgrade of its movement ability every 2 levels. So you know, might as well. You're actually gonna save during this, because this is a bit of an annoying one. Or it can be annoying. It does depend on, you know, your role.
Your Majesty, Twin Minnie, we're back. You're here.
Considering the faces Mickey makes, it's weird that Minnie like
Royal Highness,
barely has any expression to her in both games.
Where's the king?
Excuse them, this is our friend Sora. Sora! The king
Yeah, sure enough, she has a wedding ring.
in his letters. He said you're a
Oh no, it's not on the
brave
right finger.
young man.
She has a ring, so that's
So,
something.
do you know where he is?
Your Majesty, what your Highness doing in your castle? Oh my, so those are the Heartless.
Don't
Did
worry,
you just
we'll
think they
take
were
care of him.
guests who were a bit rowdy? Think they were the underclass?
I know I can count on you, Sora. Now there's something I'd like all
pearls?
of you to come and see.
Come to take their right?
Please escort me to the audience chamber. I forgot to warn everyone else in the castle about the danger. We must be sure they're hidden somewhere safe.
Okay, we'll go tell them.
The whole castle?
We just gotta split up, Donald.
I'll make sure that everyone knows what's going on.
No, Sora, you just get lost.
Okay, then I'll stay with the Queen.
Good.
Alrighty then, see you later.
The audience chamber, right, ma'am?
Yes, Sora.
Calling Minnie
Let's be on
ma'am
our
just
way.
sounds weird to me. It just seems in some way incorrect. Some pages for 100 Echo Woods. Oh, we're here. Yes. Might as well. Give me the shit. All for Sora. Speaking of, all for Sora. I almost ate the torn pages. Hello, Zebu. Zebu. Yeah, she can attack. She throws out a weak version of Pearl, which is an attack Mickey has. You'll see him use it once he oh. Maybe you won't. So you need to die to see that. Now I realized. I haven't caught up in balls, haven't finished Chain of Memories. No worries. Shouldn't be anything critical, at least in this block of the game, if you're trying to follow along with the plot. Well balls. Well balls. She's fine.
This way. Let's go.
Strike pose. Sure, nothing will be confusing. Yeah, you know, it'll be fine.
Just one moment.
This world is especially fine.
As soon as the trouble started, I made sure to seal this room.
As you do.
Now then, shall we?
I like that as a gag, just with a little tiny door.
Not here too.
Good job sealing it.
I got him.
Sora just goes, I got him, he just knows. This is the nuisance bit. Granted, they're not very strong, but they do have big AoEs. Also, if you get too far away from her, she starts screeching and like pretending she's lost and dying. Would it be cool to have no, no limit form uses both of them though. For sure uses both of them. This fight is a bit of a shit. It must be said. Especially if they love rolling their AoE instead of doing a little ball head attack. Would you like to use fish? Thank you.
This way.
I'm aware, video game.
Let's go.
That's what Kingdom Hearts needed, was escort quests.
Yeah.
Also, this attack can just get fucked, honestly. God. Watch me die because they keep doing the fucking AoE. You, get over here.
This way.
Get over
This
here.
way.
Stand here.
Yeah.
Please. Could you just please not? None of them have done the bolt reversal attack. Maybe they're... Because like I know they can do that here. It's actually quite useful if you just hit them with a big thunder AoE on the reflect. Please, Jesus. You're taking the piss with this. This is what I mean when I say if you roll bad, it gets annoying. Come on, you.
Yeah. This way.
Just tell you what, Mickey, you better be fucking grateful.
This way. This way.
Or the idea is I'll just like rush through and like probably spam Faith, but I usually find that just gets her just dangerously close to being destroyed. It's easier just to try and brain all of them. Auto summon, which kicks in when you're about to die. It's usually not worth it.
Come on, give me a break.
Disney Castle is light.
Whoa.
The room below is called the Hall of the Cornerstone.
Cornerstone of all of Disney.
Our castle has always been safe from worlds that are evil. Thanks to the Cornerstone of Light, which we keep down there.
The cornerstone of light?
That implies there's a cornerstone of dark, doesn't it?
This is the castle's cherished cornerstone. Oh, but look. The thorns. They must be the work of someone very evil. I wonder what this could mean.
Probably Maleficent. Usually Maleficent. Maleficent. Usually how that goes.
No way. Well, well, well.
She has
What
the
have we here?
intelligence now to appear
If
in
it isn't
ghost
the
form
wretched
before these
Keyblade
people.
holder and his
Just that extra
pitiful
extra
lackeys.
layer of safety.
Now you're gonna deal with me.
All in good time. I promise you'll be able to partake of my vengeance, but you must be patient.
Just what are you doing here, Maleficent?
Ah, Queen.
Sora
Mary,
understands the cornerstone
radiant as
part. It's the
always.
light part that gives him
I'm
pause.
here on a property venture. I want this castle for my own. However, it's a bit too bright for what I have in mind. I suppose I'll just
Which
have
is
to
strange,
fill every
considering the amount of
room
times he has to deal with light
my
and darkness in his
personal
work.
touch of darkness.
You'd better stop right now if you know what's good for you.
Ooh, how frightening. Very well, I'll stop. Just
And then
as soon
Sora
as the
immediately
castle
steps out of the
belongs to
combat
me.
pose. She has a laugh and a half, that Maleficent.
What a hag.
Nothing like this has ever happened before. I looked through all the records in the library, but I couldn't find a single clue.
Oh, huh? We should go ask somebody who knows lots of stuff that ain't in any book.
Merlin the Wizard! Yes, that's perfect. Merlin just might know something about this mess. Let's ask his advice.
We saw him in Hollow Bastion, right?
Yeah, let's go.
And we're back. Well, not it. Any aerial dive. And yeah, give me reaction boost instead. But item boost in a bit. Just gonna see it so we don't have to do the great escort again, because fuck it. We can't go any from here, can we? We can. Good. I'm always paranoid about that. See, this is the thing. Every so often you're required to go back to your previous world you've been to. Is there a reason you're not using triangle to toggle the abilities? I don't know.
Anybody home?
It didn't occur to me, I guess.
The castle's in danger.
What is all that racket? Oh, I thought. Oh, it's you. It looks like you've learned a bit since the last
I
time
learned
saw you.
Cure,
Really?
and therefore I'm immortal.
Wait a minute! Let's talk about the problem. It's Magnificent. He's back.
Where? Inside the castle?
Yup, and Heartless too.
Oh dear.
Magnificent.
Doesn't sound that
sent
concerned.
over the whole task in order. She filled the whole cornerstone with tiny bags and she did a full
I wonder how much of that, like, summary Donald was giving him they actually recorded.
Yes, and every part of the castle. The queen is in danger. What?
Perhaps I'd better just see for myself. Interesting.
What's happening, Merlin?
This is not good. In fact, I'm afraid it's quite serious.
Nice of you to clear your breath for us. Throat. Even.
What's that?
My boy, that is a gateway to a special world. Someone in that world is responsible for what's going on in this castle. Of that, I'm certain.
Oh, boy.
We knew we could count on you, Merlin.
Then we should go get him.
Wait a moment. The perpetrators must be stopped, of course, but there's something else to do first. Somewhere in that world, there should be another door that's identical to this one. I believe our enemies are utilizing that door. As long as it remains open, the castle will be in grave danger. Listen carefully, Sora. You must find that door, and when you do, lock it with your keyblade.
As you usually do.
Got it.
You'll get down on us.
And now, one more thing. You're heading into a very special world. While you're there, the nature of that world may tempt you to do something dark. You must resist that temptation at all costs.
What do you mean?
Give in to the
You
violence
know,
inherent to
soon
man.
enough. I have faith in you, my lads.
This is one of the better worlds in the game, because just look at it.
Hey, look! There's the cornerstone.
They even muffle all the audio and shit. It's amazing.
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Oh, what is going on?
Deja vu?
What?
Really? Have you been here before?
Hey, you! Seen any bad guys around here?
Is Oswald in there? No.
Why,
'Cause, you know, the continued neglect continued until Epic Mickey happened.
Nah, I don't have time to waste on punks like you, so I guess I'll go easy on ya.
Well, there's our villain.
Yeah. It's a hilarious world to find in here. He was a cat, now he isn't. Before he got his tail cut off, so he stopped transforming into a great cat. It made the movie nights very uncomfortable for everyone else. So before we deal with you, there we go. You also can't jump high enough for that just yet, so.
What's with you, Squirt? You got some kind of bone to pick with me?
More than one.
Dems, fighting words. Huh?
Not so fast.
This audio fucks with me.
What's that for? What's that for?
Yeah.
Yow, yow,
Really, Cuphead, eat your heart out.
What you bugs beef with me anyway? Who are you? You new around here?
Cut the act.
Because they weren't around and what is it? Steamboat Willie?
You know, something doesn't seem quite right here. Are you sure you're Pete?
Well, of course I'm Pete. I'm the captain of the steamboat, so stop bothering me, see? So hit the road. I gotta go find the little runt what stole my boat.
Gosh, maybe we made a mistake.
I'm starting to think the same thing. He hasn't even called any Heartless.
Sorry we attacked you like that, Captain Pete.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you're really sorry, then go find my steamboat.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my hickey crack.
The Timeless River. It is a pretty good gag that this is the world inside the Cornerstone, essentially. Next to tie to whatever you want to call it. It does make me question if there was ever a Cornerstone of Dark planned. And what that would entail, actually. Because I've already used Fantasia quite a few times. The bees.
Hey, look! There's the Cornerstone of Light!
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Deja vu?
Really? Have you been here before?
It's showing us a flashback, if you're wondering. That's basically like literally moments before we came in, the problems began. So, we got 4 scenarios to go deal with. You don't really need a plan of attack when there's Heartless to fight.
What are they building?
I love Sora's shoes in this. Oh, hello.
He seems kind of different somehow.
Heartless! I knew it! You really saved the day. Now,
And
let's get
hammers
those
had
Heartless.
that. See it? Kill them all before everything goes to hell. Before they ruin the premise of like every single classic Disney cartoon. You have to prevent the mayhem from spreading.
It's over! Back off! This is it.
There we go.
How do you like that?
Mickey in this world messes with me. It's just not a word, just little demented cartoon gremlin runs up and runs away.
You absolute idiot. You've managed to fail at everything. And what's more, you foolishly thought you could take my place while I was away. Well, as of now, you're finished. Mark my words, there'll be no place for you when our time comes. Useless imbecile.
But I...
We have insight. Right, at least we can't get it from just seeing it directly is a bit hilarious though.
The town shrunk.
Or do you think maybe we got bigger?
Is there a difference really?
Hey, look at the toy cannon. What's he saying? Hey,
That's a hell of a
Heartless.
shot too. You can tell they had fun with all these.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's Leaf Bracer.
Yeah.
You hit the towers to blow everything up around all the current Heartless up. It doesn't do much damage, it mostly keeps them stunned, which is what you really want, really. So they can stop attacking stuff while you're trying to chase them. I can't stop smiling at this. Yeah. It is like it's this nice wee world out of nowhere.
That was weird.
Just, there's just something about him, like the old Mickey, the one that doesn't speak, there's the peers, and those antics that just gets me. But yeah, this is like your heart is the love letter to Disney ever got.
Cried out loud. You didn't have to go and say that. Okay, I might have messed up every now and then, but I'm a lot more things than useless. Why, when I was starting out... Oh, I miss those good old days. What I wouldn't give to go back in time.
Oh.
What I wouldn't give.
I like the Pete family crest on the door.
Hey, I think that's my...
We'll check it out in a moment, so we still got antics to do.
Fire! Come on, he needs our help.
So, just kill everyone before the building burns down. Simple as. Occasionally fireballs spawn, you can stop them, I think. But when you attack the flame, I think you can also like deflect the fireballs if they aren't to get off before you get them. The cars are pricks, because they also have like mad charge attack, just they just run through everything like right now. When there's multiple of them at once, they're like the worst to deal with. Especially since, like the centaurs, they can just do it in chains. So you do it when they get low on health automatically, and then you just kind of have to eat shit, really. Until they get out of it, because they don't even have a reaction command to stop it. The cars. There's a lot of Heartless that are made just for this world, and they're all like just really good. Just design-wise, like it's just great.
Well, that takes care of that. Hey!
Fascinating. This appears to be a portal to the past.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing.
Stop gawking! And start thinking of a way we can use it to our advantage.
Okay?
Now, perhaps I could give you one more chance to redeem yourself.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You can count on me. So what do I do?
Patience, my dear. What have we here? Well, if it isn't the cornerstone of light. Now we can take the castle from those fools, but we'll have to proceed with the utmost of care.
Now they're starting to start putting the pieces together. I'm amazed that Goofy figured that out before Donald did. He's got faith in us. He must resist the temptation of darkness. It is a nice thing, because it just kind of implies that, you know, you could, right here and now, just wreck everything. Stop Pete from ever being a problem. But, you know, these are good boys with good intentions, mostly. So they don't even, the question doesn't linger. Where do you stand again by fucking over every world to the Heartless? By pulling most of them into darkness, they fall under her domain, and she can use her dark and magic powers to control everyone and everything. Just general spite for the world that made her into the witch that she is. Just inspires her to screw everything up and... yeah. You know how it goes. Basically, just, you know, everyone screwed me over, so I in turn will destroy all them. It's a Christmas tree. That was a Christmas tree.
Huh?
I hope this world comes back in Kingdom Hearts 3. Something like, if not this, then something
Listen
like
well.
this would be really
On
good.
the other side of this portal, they're about to begin construction on that wretched castle. But until then, their treasured cornerstone of light lies unguarded, with all of its power still contained.
The cornerstone of light?
Yes, that cursed sphere is the very thing that prevents us from entering the castle.
Oh,
You know what must be done?
uh,
Go then. Time to prove your worth. And don't dare to fail me again.
A comics world based on the Disney comics would be nice. Most famous in Europe in that world, yeah, but
that's it. Just gotta smash that cornerstone.
I guess they
and
would actually want to
delivery.
prefer like stuff that is like worldwide that they could rely on, I think.
But first,
But it would be
I
neat
gotta
if they
go
did
get
like
my
they went
old
that
boat
deep.
back.
It was Pete after all.
Still, something doesn't seem right.
The Pete we met here had kind of an attitude, but he didn't seem like a bad guy.
Someone stands out of it, doesn't he?
Now that castle's as good as ours.
That's the Pete we know.
Oh no!
The cornerstone's gone.
They're gonna build a castle with darkness. We gotta hurry.
Hey, hold it right there.
No way, small fry. I finally found the pipsqueak what stole my steamboat. Right, me. No, it wasn't me. I'm just somebody who looks like me.
He doesn't even look like him that much.
Which is it?
So now we get the best sight of all of this.
Shut up. You are
Pete
future
versus
on
Pete.
the Blind Valley, so back off and give me the boat.
After him.
You mugs could follow me if you wanted to. Later, losers. You mugs could follow me if you wanted to. Later, losers.
Oops. Too eager.
Later, losers.
Beat them back into him.
You mugs could follow me if you wanted to. Okay.
And he spins all the way towards the bottom, and then as the boat slowly gets itself back together, you can just hang here in the right place. You can't just stand on the shore and beam magic at it if you would prefer. You know, might as well smack the shit out of it. Fucked up the quick time event though, so rip. Dodge slash. I love how everything is so bouncy. Yeah. There's just such like charm and style for this one. You're right back there, Pete.
Donald, we'll come back for it later.
Pete,
I don't know why he was like pointing as if we gotta get it right now. There's a sense it's all in the middle of the river and we have to swim to it or some shit.
You're still wet behind the ears.
What if you hit him so hard you do lasting damage it hits you right now? So yep, Pete versus Pete.
What's that for?
Our Disney partner for the West World is Pete. Sort of. Pete fights the same way as he does before, which means he'll do a lot of blocking and throwing bombs. And then this happens. Now we're over here. Occasionally fire will rain down on us. I think like some with a Cardus will appear and try and hit us. Just turn him around, slam him into the Pete we know, and off we go. He keeps getting smacked by Pete. No pinball anymore because Hercules isn't here to receive him. Also, past people took it and just do big cackling laughs at his future counterpart. I think we can turn those off or turn them again, whatever. Just beat on him, don't question it. And final fuse. You can do Earth Slash here if you catch him just right and juggle him. Gotcha. Maybe learned Reflect too.
It serves you right. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah.
This has the power of true door.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like it should have been down the door a bit, like in between the handles or something. But,
Would somebody tell me what's been going on here? Who was that creep anyways?
Hello? That creep was you from Yufu. Sort of. It's a secret.
Secret? What kind of secret? Oh, never mind. Sorry I put you guys through all that trouble. And to show you my appreciation, I'll let you pilot my steamboat. Best little craft on the river. My deckhand Mickey's late anyways.
So a bit raises questions how powerful Pete is as he was able to accidentally summon the door back to the past. He has untapped magics, does Pete. But he just never gets the opportunity to show his true potential. Also, it has a Keyblade. And a very decent one at that, because it boosts healing items by half, which means It's a good one to keep for tanking, really. I think it's also... That's right, I didn't switch to the Hero's Crest.
Donald!
I was wondering what was up there. It's like, oh man, I'm still using Star Seeker. It always occurred to me now, right, we got Hero's Crest at the end of the last one and I didn't switch. I think Monochrome is probably the same strength as Hero's Crest. I forget. Well, that or Hero's Quest is like 2 ahead of everyone else and 1 ahead of Monochrome. In terms of strength, not magic.
The thorns have disappeared.
By George, the lads have accomplished their mission.
Hooray! Let's have an acorn feast to celebrate.
They just threw him out the door first.
Welcome back. Because of your bravery, the castle is safe and protected again. Thank you so much for all you've done. Good work, you guys!
Now, boys, I hope you didn't do anything reckless while you were there.
Of course not.
Uh-oh. It's the wife. She too is weirdly not animated.
Who?
Daisy is Donald's very special sweetheart.
Really?
Donald, you forgot about our date again. You'd better have a good excuse this time.
They're literally saving the world.
I know it's an important mission,
Worlds.
but you could at least check in every once in a while.
The universe. The cinematic universe.
Donald?
Just be a minute.
Going somewhere?
Of course not.
Donald!
Oh, look.
Fucking chipmunk laughs. I kind of like the sheer variance in objects that cause the gateways to open. You know, like in Hollow Action, it's your ID card for the Restoration Committee. Sometimes, you know, it's Beast Row. Sometimes it's just something completely incidental. Here it's like the Cornerstone of Light, which is the foundation of the
Daisy,
entire
we
Disney
need
realm.
Donald for just a little longer.
How much longer?
Well...
I'll be back soon,
As
Daisy.
long as it takes.
Don't you worry, Queen Minnie. We'll return.
Please tell the king that we're still looking for him.
I will. See
If you
ya
come
soon.
home, though.
Think wisely.
And now we have Wisdom Form. Because we were thinking wisely. Wisdom Form is the magic alternative to Valor Form. It's all about, you know, casting your spells and doing high damage. Oh boy, we got decisions now. We've got decisions. Yeah, sorry about that. People like shout down the stairs at each other rather than just going downstairs to speak to someone. But Yeah, 14. That was the interesting thing. There was an interview with Nomura recently. I forget. I don't know when it was dated, but he mentioned that getting the Toy Story World approved for Kingdom Hearts 3 took years, because Pixar took years to just finally approve and sign off on the character designs and the plotline for the world. And it was his insistence that they should be allowed to use Pixar, or this won't be a Kingdom Hearts 3. Because he told Disney's execs that, and then eventually they were just like, alright, fine. So like, it's a it's a thing that isn't actually considered a lot. Is like how long it takes to actually get the Disney end of things together for these games. But when you see when you hear that, it took years for Pixar to finally just let him do it, or finally sign off on his ideas or whatever. It's like fuck me. In a long time coming, it'll be worth it. Kind of the thing where people like to say Square Enix's games, because a lot of the mainline stuff has taken a while to come out. Oh, it's been in development for 10 years and all, but most of the time it isn't actually in active development. There's stuff waiting on either getting the staff, finishing other projects, or in this case, waiting for companies to sign off on their crossover stuff. Kind of curious to see what they do after this one, because I'm sure there's worlds they're missing or haven't done, but I wonder how many are left. They'd have to start doing a lot more repeats than not after a point. Toilet after this. The big problem isn't really that they're taking it as much as them announcing shit way too early. Yeah, basically. It's just, they announce it well before time, and then, the development time just takes the length it usually does, and it's oh man, they're taking forever. It's even Final Fantasy 15, even as Versus 13, that game's entire development lifespan, people are oh, it took 10 or 12 years to develop. It didn't really. It was only in active development for 5 years. It's been 7 of them shelved, because they had to shelve it to get the staff on that project onto finishing Final Fantasy 13, and then those staff went on the other things, and they just couldn't get people freed up in time to do Versus 13. And they didn't really want to do Versus 13 either when the other 13 games shit the bed. So they're kind of what do we do? And then eventually they got the idea to rebrand it as 15, and then off they went.
Piece of cake.
And to be fair to them, once they kicked it off, once they kicked 15 off as a thing again, they were flat out. They just took that game out and just went straight for it, and got the whole thing finished off and kicked out the door. On relatively on time. It must be said there is quite a good thing in that case that they announced it way too early, because if it wasn't for everyone asking, it would have, over and over, 15 would have been a fresh thing and Versus would have been canned. Yeah, I could see that. If they weren't compelled to do it by not wanting to feel expectations, they probably would have just, shit canned it. Right, I will leave you with this tantalizing world while I go to the toilet. We're not going to go in yet, you can just ruin it on what the hell we're about to see. Alright, I'm back. This world is a trip. Basically, this entire leg of the game is just one trip after another.
Kinda different.
Kinda different, yeah. It is a bit different, isn't it? We already know that Pirates of the Caribbean is returning in Kingdom Hearts 3. It's because it has the worst scum imaginable.
Organization 13.
Real people.
Only one way
And
to
they're
find out.
dying. But yeah, this world returns in Kingdom Hearts 3, and there's this sheer difference in, like, visual fidelity and quality between the character models here and those in Kingdom Hearts 3 is nuts. It's one of the, you know, the starkest contrasts. I jump. Yes, key lids.
Aztec treasury.
Aztec treasure.
Aye, and thanks to the curse put on it, we are neither among the living nor the dead.
Really? 'Cause you look like regular pirates to me.
But in the moonlight.
Whoa! Now I get what you were saying. Well, if you see two doofuses and a brat holding a keyblade, steer clear. They got a kind of magic that don't belong in this world, see? And nobody knows what it'll do to you. Especially when the moon's showing what you really are.
A match for Barbossa, you say?
Hey!
See there? I knew it. Those are the punks I was telling you about.
Who are you calling punks? It's Sora, Donald, and Goofy to you, and don't you forget it.
That we won't. And we'll engrave it on your tombstone, to be sure.
Whoa, I like your style.
Bit more hardcore of a response than you usually get. It is never out of that order. It is always that order. Also, here's the music.
Aw, we only get to stomp on a few of you?
That's a face and a half. Fuck's sake.
It's no use.
They're not heartless. We can't hurt them.
Aye, what do you expect? You best be saying your prayers. Hey, watch out, they can see you. Stay away from their magic. What for? Weren't you listening to me before?
Hey, Pete, thanks for the tip.
Yeah, it is annoying. The point you can't hurt them in the shield. But I do like it. Because, you know, you can't kill real people. But you can kill zombies, that's fine. It's also pretty good timing because the pirates are generally mod please banned for bad music taste. Yes. There's no just kidding, just steal a pirate ship. Do it. Yeah, it's good timing because the pirates are, as you saw, when they get hit by thunder, they stagger around, paralyzed, and can't attack for a while. But if you, what was it? If you, because we get wisdom form literally the world before this. Like, you know, you have your magic attack cut out for you. They give you the form and then give you a world where it's well suited. Well, we're gonna save it.
What are they?
We'll deal with them. Go, take cover.
This world just makes me smile just for just silly it is. This is the contrast between the goofy cartoony Disney characters and the models of real actors. I don't know why he said that. Well, here it is again. But yeah, it's good though, so it's fine. Frankly, I'd be upset if they used any other music as the battle music. You've never faced shadow demons. See, it's always that order. You agreed it is overused here. I mean, I guess, but I don't mind because it's really good. And I actually genuinely love it being the combat music because that's just perfect. And we blew that up by accident. Oh well, we can never get that if we can't get it. It respawns after a while. There's a more rad reprise of the same melody, which I would have liked. There's one with like a big lead-in before that kicks into the theme, isn't there? Well, we're here. Wrong one. I notice we have in our accessory slot now. What do I got? Yeah. Why not? Stacking item boost with the monochrome makes for basically like a potion will just fully heal you no matter what your health is because it's all percentage based rather than hit points based. Ah, you fucker. Hang on. We need to wait for him to come out into the shield. There he goes. That's what we're on about there when it's annoying that you can't hit them when in the shield. Because, you know, if they fall under a rooftop, they just become invincible until they walk out again. I thought your game was lagging when reality I've been watching this game at 1.5 speed recently. Why on earth are you watching it at 1.5 speed, you madman? I know why. Get through your backlog faster, but you know.
Then she's long gone.
Ah, the man himself.
Girl is nigh uncatchable. Best find yourself another girl, mate.
You? What are you doing aboard the Interceptor? She's off limits to civilians.
Ah, fortunate that I'm going to commandeer her then.
Because I can still understand it, duh.
Pirate ship.
A pirate?
Captain Jack Sparrow, if you please.
I'm not doing a Jack Sparrow impression.
Take me with you. Help me hunt down the Black Pearl and save Miss Swan.
Really, this should have been what they saved the music for that bit there where he does his name and then it kicks in for the first time.
You'll have to win fair lady's heart alone, mate. I see no profit in it for me.
Come on, Captain.
Are you sure you can sail her? All on your own?
Just an airy, monotonous voice. I'm still confused why the sound effects are so bad here. It's not that they couldn't have done better. I mean, they could have, but that would have required them to like look beyond whatever pool of actor they have.
Captain Sparrow.
I'm Sora. This is Donald and Goofy.
Just an airy, monotonous voice.
They will be short for
Yeah, but
William,
you have to
I
do it
guess.
because you know you can hear it in him. It's
Father,
like
eh?
it's kind of air.
Yes.
Well then, Mr. Turner, you get us ready to
Like
make way.
there is a way. You know, there's like a lilt to it.
Aye, aye. But hurry.
Naturally.
You really want to be a pirate?
Of course not.
He totally does though.
What do you make of this will?
I don't know. We just met it.
I think my luck's about
Tell
to
me, this
change.
strange cartoon boy, what do you make of him? Anyway, we will actually leave Donald in, because we're gonna give Wisdom Form a whirl. At some point. Where is he? There he is. No, that's Jack. Will's over here. Pardon me, I'm not paying attention. I have like one hand on the mute button, just in case. Donald has naval experience.
You can release me.
PS2 modeled
Your
food.
trinket.
Let's
I'm
text
of
me
no
back.
further value to you.
This is no trinket, Missy. This is cursed Aztec gold. One of 882 identical pieces they delivered in a stone chest to Cortez himself.
I hardly believe in ghost stories anymore, Captain Barbosa.
That's exactly what I thought. Buried on an island of dead, what cannot be found except for those who know where it is. Find it we did. There be the chest. Inside be the gold. And we took 'em all. We spent 'em and traded 'em and fritted 'em away on drink and food and pleasurable company.
Pleasurable company. Oh.
The more we
Rated
came to
12 by the
realize,
PGI.
the drink would not satisfy, and food turned to ash in our mouths. We are cursed men, Miss Turner. Compelled by greed we were, but now we are consumed by it.
How very sad for you.
There is one way we can end our curse. All the scattered pieces of the Aztec
That must have been
gold
really annoying to
must be
track down
gathered
all
and
the pieces.
restored to the stone
Considering they
chest.
probably got sent
And the
through
blood of
countless
every
economies.
soul who touched a piece of the treasure must be repaid. Miss Turner, for 10 years we've searched every league of these waters, every town and village, preying on sailors and settlers alike.
I just remember the drinking thing that's coming up and how
881
shit it looks.
pieces we found.
I don't like how you say each letter of PEGI.
All those
Yeah,
years, you've
but I'm
been
gonna keep
safe
doing
in
it.
your bed, reading your pirate stories, dreaming of adventures in the high seas. We've endured torments worse than death itself. But now, thanks to ye, we have the final piece.
These fucking facial animations.
When this
I don't like that
medallion is
either, for the
restored to
record.
chest,
Oh well, now I'm just gonna do it
we'll
doubly.
be free to roam the seas
The
of
PEGI will not be
no
suppressed.
longer will we be ghosts.
And the blood that's to be repaid?
That's why there's no sense to be killing you. Yet. You see, the moonlight shows us for what we really
I
are.
thought the cat was in with me, but now he was actually creeping about the house, and now he's in.
And so we cannot
Which is why the
die.
door was open.
But neither are we dead. I've suffered too long.
This chapter is but.
You'd best start
I refute that
believing in
because
ghost stories,
it's just the
Miss
fucking.
Turner.
Where's the Finny font weird?
See,
No.
tonight,
No.
you're in one.
No. Hello, my son. There's the drinking thing. Glug glug. Anyway, the Black Pearl's on our map. Let us go. We've been ambushed at the high seas by fucking Heartless pirates. Pirates and Heartless. There's just parts of the boat where the pirates become invincible. We just shredded him into like dust. Hello again. It's a hell of a day for streaming, dear friends. Lordy. Should hopefully be a minor end to the interruptions though. Maybe, okay, maybe not. Fuck me. Alright. Didn't actually stop the talk, so hey. The task only given to the bravest pirates. Of course not. And you fell for it. Let's go see. Our ship is going to be seized. Jesus Christ, tonight. Literally like weeks of this with no interruptions or noises or problems, and now there's just this. Fuck me.
Every last piece that went astray, we have returned, save for this. And now, the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever.
Save up and off we go. Our cartoony hammer friends from Timeless River are just also in the realistic hell pirate world. So there's just no shit given. The Heartless will appear where they will appear. Imagine this had a similar gimmick to like Olympic Coliseum, where until you got a certain item you couldn't do anything to things that were in the shade because they were also zombies. So just couldn't open that chest until later for no reason.
Quick, they're after us!
We'll hold them off. Give us a sign when the ship's ready to sail.
Right. We'll light the signal
I like the signal fire. Our champion is too powerful. So when they get stunned, they will just walk back into the shade, like the pricks that they are. It's at once welcome and fucking unwelcome. I would like that because it means pirates eventually wouldn't be immune in the shade. I suppose, yeah. It would just be more of a nuisance until you got there. Keyblade refuses to attack real people, which this means every human you can hit without it is not a real person. Always notice return fire just too late. I don't remember what the problem was with zombie pirates and the curse sounds win-win for everyone.
The signal.
I mean, really, it's just that they didn't want a bunch of pirates like skittering about, I guess, and also I think the implication was they would kill her or something, or they keep her. They would just, you know, keep her. So you just, you know, fuck him. Oh, that was a bit of a jump there.
The blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever.
No, not yet.
Something's gone wrong with this cutscene.
When it's of greatest profit to you?
May I ask you something? Have I ever given you reason not
This
to
cutscene
trust
seems to
me?
be running at 2 times speed.
Try not to do anything stupid.
Yeah, it's more to see the person than stopping them. You can't show real blood here. We'll just imply it.
Begun by blood undone.
Shit.
You, mate, your father, was your father William Turner?
No.
I don't understand. What's going on? Who brought this wench to us? She said her name was Turner. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like, so I know like the in-engine cutscenes are just faster than the regular ones. Well, in-engine scripted scenes are because they are actually in 60 FPS like the rest of the game as opposed to the 30 FPS video files. But still, like it looks really weird.
After them, you ingrates.
The real ones aren't to be trusted. And so we did. Alright, into the fucking light, you bastards. It would also be fine if you could shuffle, like, you know, they nudge them. There we go. Like, even if you couldn't hit, like, damage them, if you could just like smack them about, that would also be fine. Come on. Oh, we were out fighting pirates.
You gave Barbossa my name instead of yours.
Just in here having a moment.
Why choose my name?
Take it you heard they're basically rebooting Pirates of the Caribbean without Depp because he's too pricey. I didn't hear that, but I don't mind it.
From that day we found you.
Because, you know.
After all this time.
A, if he is going to be too pricey, better off. And possibly bad PR, but it seems none of the companies care about that. Yeah, I do think bad PR is probably also a pretty big part of it. Because, like, while they usually don't give a shit, like, it's increasingly becoming a problem for companies, so they're just kind of like, fuck it.
Why did you take it?
So I don't inherently mind it.
I was afraid
Especially since, like,
that you were
a reboot, well, I know probably a reboot will probably just do the same story as the first movie to start. But in theory, they could do something else with it. Apparently he was looking for 90 million for the next movie. Jesus Christ.
Blood. My blood.
Wasn't like the entire production budget for like Man of Steel. Was it Man of Steel? No, it was Batman vs Superman was like 250 million before advertising.
Did you get off that island, Jack?
When you sailed away in my ship and marooned me on that godforsaken spit
Like,
of
and
land,
he wants
with
90
naught
million
but
for
a
this? Like,
pistol and a
Jesus.
single shot, you forgot one very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
I won't be making that mistake again.
Then what say you to putting the past behind us, untying these ropes, and letting me negotiate the return of your medallion, eh? What say you to that?
Seeing as how the Black Pearl's mine now, Jack, letting you go doesn't seem to fall within my interest.
250 million does ring a bell. Yeah, because I can remember it's like 250 million for just, production, and then another 250 million for advertising, and that was like $500 million to make Batman vs Superman.
We're coming up on the interceptor. What do we do, Captain?
What do you think, you idiot?
The interceptor has been intercepted.
Will, look!
I wonder what Jack would do.
I'm not sure.
Leap onto the ship, screeching.
I suppose he'd run for it.
Sounds good to me.
Will!
Rip.
Everyone hit the deck!
Goofy speaks like he's had like, anti-pirate experience before.
We're just gonna have to fight.
My Kingdom for a version of this story where Sora steals one of the coins and becomes immortal in order to fight the pirates until he puts it back. Well, I'm trying extremely hard, but you're doing everything you can to not let me touch it. Sort. Jesus Christ. They're extremely fond of jumping me right now. Something to catch him there. Just shoot the shit out of the pirate ship while you're at it. Just have your fun. I do love back shuffles and animation. Just do some swashbuckling quickly. Got it. Into the shade you, come on. Come on. Yeah. Hey. On you bastard. Sometimes launch will launch the pirates, and sometimes it'll just send them skittering. Aerial Spiral, which is a pretty rad attack, as I remember. Goofy is the only character who knows what's going on in the series, and that takes priority over everything. Which is why one of my favorite lines is Goofy saying he doesn't know what's going on at the end of this game.
Now then, I'll be having back that medallion. Unless it's more important than their lives.
Barbosa! She goes free.
He's got a gun.
Go ahead, boy, shoot. We can't die.
You can't. But I can. My name is Will Turner. My father was Bootstrap Bill Turner. His blood runs in my veins.
Aye?
On my word, do as I say, or I'll pull this trigger and be lost to Davy Jones' locker.
Name your terms.
Harley.
Release Elizabeth, and Sora, and Donald, and Goofy too.
In that exact order of release.
Leave, now!
Agreed. Leave we shall. But the Heartless stay.
Captain Barbosa talking about the Heartless. And Pete just appears and he's away again.
No fair!
Just gotta rig the ship to blow up because they don't fuck about. Your average pirate. Same deal as before, we'll keep Donald with us for now. We'll see you to the gunfighter in exactly a second. We got our shenanigans music back. Fucking get out. Just fucking get out. Take a bit quicker to get that sorted, sorry. Why you went for that?
All clear.
That's the second time I've had to watch that man sail away with my ship. But I'll be having her back soon enough.
Dear William is fine. Another one of the absent silhouettes, but like the other one, we're not quite strong enough to deal with any of them yet. At least, again, if the scaling holds the same way. Now wait, that's Larksea. Wait, who's the Compton? Must be Zexion as the one. Isn't nobody calls him? Oh, I don't remember. Just remember, like, Larksea is the lightning daggers. So yeah, that's her there. It's very nice of him to wait in a place where the moon shines in this otherwise dark cave. The funny thing, like, Will had a gun in the cutscene, but the pirates all around here are always using crossbows usually. Which is kind of funny. You think they would just be using, I don't know, like flintlocks or something. I mean, it was like single shot stuff, it doesn't have to quite make sense. But, you know. This is an annoying one because you have a circle and the edge of the room are sheared. He almost just backshoveled us into him being invincible. God bless sliding dash and all that it does. Come on, you two. I wish that home like fire did in the previous game. I heard the Serenity Gems being fairly important in Synthesis as
The
well.
last of the Aztec treasure has been returned. And now the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever. This time for sure.
Ahoy! Treasure, mateys!
Not possible.
Nah, Donald wants to be a pirate because he's a little shit.
Jack Sparrow.
Sora!
Goofy, too.
So you want to play pirate? Best save the play acting for the nursery. After them!
No more play acting now.
Thank you, Sora.
Oh, where's Jack?
Over there having the real fight.
Jack! Get him!
Huh?
Jack!
You're a fool, Jack.
Can't show the actual stabbing. God, that looks weird.
Jack.
Show yourself, Pete! The tide has changed!
See? I told you you'd be needing old Pete.
It's a hell of a whistle. So here's Wisdom Form. You just slide all over the place shooting. All your magic is buffed considerably in damage. You can just shit loads of it. Sword just goes all around like doing 6 slides and kicking all over the place. But as it's still like, you know, the first time we used it, we basically have the default drive gauge for it, so that's us. Until we rebuild it.
In need of a pirate, eh?
Fucker. Wisdom Form's kind of nice. I just generally prefer the neediness of Valor Form and the fact that you have 2 Keyblades, so you just look fucking rad at all times. Also, until you get like higher level spells, you know, like your fires and fire daggers and all that shit, generally Valor Form will probably outclass in terms of DPS, just because you're always getting, you know, better Keyblades and higher strength at a faster rate than you're getting better spells.
Right.
And sort of by the point you really have the spells to make Wisdom Form like really rad, you also have Master Form at that point, so.
Well, enough of this then. What say you we call it a draw?
Jack, how many times do I have to tell you?
Laugh while you can, Barbossa.
Oh dear.
I feel...
There's a master form. Fuck's sake, Gavin. Spoilers. Master form where you have like 3 keyblades, you just hold the third one in your mouth.
What now, Jack?
Whatever I want, now that the power is mine again.
Probably gonna have to fix the shit out of the mask, considering they plucked all the holes in it to look like more of a spooky ghost ship.
She is. Thank you, Jack.
I didn't want you hitting me again, mate.
Mate.
Hey, Jack. Good luck.
I'm off.
There's just something excruciating about most of Donald's lines. He's not supposed to talk like a normal person. Still went for the hug even though she shared it well.
Good for them.
Uh-huh. Hey, Sora, how come your face is all red?
The girls.
What? It is not red.
I know who you're thinking about.
Sora thanks the divine powers of the Keyblade for just saving him from that. I do love like the fucking twirl before he points it. This has to be the flashiest motherfucker alive.
You know, for a minute there, I was afraid we were gonna lose Donald to the curse of the treasure.
Maybe you have.
Yup, me too.
They have such faith in him. Follow the wind draws in nearby awards, nearby orbs and shit, so, you know, easier money. I don't want to. But I'm pretty sure we get a spell from here for doing it the first time. I assume it's the first time, maybe it's a later one. So we'll do it once. Because we still don't have Thunder, thinking about it. We got Reflect before Thunder, which surprised me. Tells me that I've probably, like, not done something somewhere. Don't know what's going on with these ships. Time to mute. When Disney claim the VOD of this one and try and give it a worldwide block, I'll just let them keep it. I do like that the you know, the gummy ship right for it is at least themed after water. You know, that's like a sea world, or more like sea and fish shaped. Nobody's ships, whatever. Alright, I'm back from studying. Yeah, you picked the poor time. You might want to go back after you see where we go. About 10-15 minutes. I can't but drink. I was watching while I was listening, mostly listening. The way to be. Then if you were mostly listening, you know where we're going. It's time for Finny fun. Oh boy. Yep. Boss monster. This one's a heartless too. Wasn't up to much then. Oh, Luigi does a big stretch. Hello. And move this so you can actually lie down. Just cut off in your usual spot. There. Now you can curl in your usual spot. Things I do for the cat. Watch him now just go off the bed, just hide under the bed instead. Just to be awkward. Okay. Being a minigame world now, this world is completely optional, but there's actually shit you can get from doing it, so... Oh boy.
Oh, the night sky is so beautiful right after a storm.
Time for the water world. Joy. Just you wait. Just you wait.
What would I give to live where you are? What would I pay?
Just improv a song at this dead man.
What would I do to see you smiling at me? Where would we walk? Where would we run? If we could stay all day in the sun, just you and me, and I could...
If we had to have like a musical minigame somewhere, why couldn't it have been, you know, like, fucking anywhere else, really? I was thinking Make a Man Out of You from, like, Mulan's World. That would have been a good one.
A girl rescued me. Her voice.
Just the fishy cretins. The KH3 Music World with the epic rap battles of History World. Finny Fault, yes. You're getting your wish. Why can't the Music World in Kingdom Hearts 3 be Tron Legacy so we just get fucking D-Res?
Donald,
As the song you to play along to. That would be sick.
Oh, hi there.
Forget how to swim already?
Kinda, I guess.
Then you boys got to practice.
Yeah,
You follow
that's right.
Flounder.
The readership does a bits like this spread throughout the normal rules using their various songs. They should. But you know. Probably don't want to spend money on licensing any shit. I know they're working with Disney directly, but there probably is still some licensing shit they have to pay in there. Yeah, let's swim quickly. Why? If locking on doesn't seem to work, just hit X to get closer, because fuck it, we didn't want to test this one. Seems. No, it doesn't, though. Yes. Donald say, oh god, can you fucking imagine? uh... Whoops. This animation haunts me. Donald's not unreasonably angry in this game, I see. He's chilled out since he had to sleep in like the cryopod. He's saying like, oh, don't miss the beat and all, but it really is just gas. There's just the meter, you just the slam it when the meter gets in place. Behind them. Alright, everyone. Mute. Mute your streams and I.
Let the music move you. You can do it.
Don't be shy, let the music inside us dance, dance.
Oh no.
You can do it.
It's very easy, come on and just take a chance and shake it.
Watch the stage now. How exciting!
See the sign, can you reach it in time and jump.
David, when's the stream where we make Kieran play this?
Yeah, that's it,
Because like rhythm game, you know, cred to use.
And if you can't reach the target, use magic.
It's all the same if you got steady aim, just zap, zap.
There, you got
Why did they make a rhythm game that was slow as fuck? Because fuck you, that's why. Welcome to hell. It's just these gormless pieces bobbing back and forth as music half-heartedly plays, but 9 and 60 FPS.
Now, what about the bubbles?
Just a touch, cause it won't take too much to pop, pop.
The fucking lack of coherent syllables.
On to the next one.
Probably actually do quite badly because it's about 100 of the speed he plays at. That's true. And that's why we should make him do it.
Solo, here's the sign. Give him the cue.
Count you in so you'll know to begin to drum, drum, drum.
Now the cues are up to you.
Why are the two button prompts when it's the same button? And that's the answer.
Moment, make him cheer.
Don't dilly-dally, it's your big finale. Sha-la-la.
You make quite a splash. That was fantastic.
Just gives you that bit of hope. Oh, it's over. And then,
Swim along, just join in the song. A musical for everyone to have a lot of finny fun.
there it is. Stop singing.
Sora, you were amazing.
I hate this and I hate all of you. No, you don't. It's like a song written by someone whose only knowledge of songs is that they're meant to rhyme. Get out of my house. Get off of my lawn, you freaky shantyfish.
King Triton.
I certainly hope there hasn't been a need to use that keyblade of yours.
No, everything's fine. Not a heartless in sight.
Your Majesty, our guests, they want to sing in the musical.
Well, that sounds like a splendid idea.
So you know he hates us.
We may need your help after all. You see, I'm afraid Ariel's still infatuated with the human world. A busy rehearsal schedule might be just the thing she needs to stop thinking about life up on the surface.
Yes, Gavin wants to. No, I don't. Why do you say these things?
Swim along, just join in the song, a musical for everyone to have a lot of finny fun.
That's the voice I heard. I'm sure.
Have a lot of leggy fun.
Hello?
Triton, you old racist.
Where are you hiding? I know you're the girl who saved me.
I know you're there. I will
Please,
find you.
Come out so I can thank you.
Ariel? That girl's acting strange again. Probably been flitting around on the surface. Oh, the Sea King's gonna have my claws for this.
Come on, we gotta keep rehearsing.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel like it.
No, Ariel!
I've got an idea, Sebastian.
Barely tried to animate Flounder.
I know how to cheer Ariel up. Come on, follow me!
We must purge it. Better than going to the surface, says Donald from the surface. God, that animation just looked wrong. What are you doing, Goofy? We need magnet, so that's how we get gated off. You're basically told to fuck off until you have a spell, and you only get spells by progressing elsewhere. Let's see. We're gonna go Halloween World. Oh, really, Christmas time. Just because I have a preference for dear old Nightmare Before Christmas. Now you have to return there. I don't have to. No one has to. No one has to go through it. As far as we know, Atlantica isn't in Kingdom Hearts 3. Unless I'm wrong about that and it's been shown. So I'm just having horrible feelings about what I'll be doing 20 hours into the game in about 3 weeks. You know, FIFA Ultimate Team and all the usual bullshit stuff about it being football stickers for kids? Ah, yeah. We got a story about FIFA. Oh boy. Ah, this is the one. It's like my favorite stage of all these. It's because of the speed. This is the one with the highway boss. I'm pretty sure. Where's the other one? 'Cause the other one's also highway. This one is broken highway, so maybe it is the other one. So this is like, these two are like the best just because they're fucking fast. Ah, no, there he is. doing something where I don't have to read that when we're done. I have to actually pay mild attention in this one. Because, oh, the speed. Also, this music just sounds like music from a Sonic game. It just really does, though. So, like a later Sonic game, I guess. I could hear this being like in a stage in colors or something. There it is. Because he will ram you if you don't get him back. He does hit like a truck, to be fair. Let's see. Frozen World, so not to go. Doing something, or where, I don't know, for like the top 11 players of 2018 is set by them with better forms of their card available in the pack for a limited time. Have a guess how much said pack costed. I'm gonna go with 20 quid a pack. That sounds like EA, an EA price. Or have they gone full gacha and they're on like 70 quid or some shit like that? Oh, it was down close. It was £18 or €20 or $23. Jesus Christ, that's like a third. That's like not even a third. That's like closer to half the price of the game. They're taking the piss with those. Like those need to be brought down along with loot boxes and all. He didn't actually get shoved in, he just tripped himself into return. For less than 1% chance to get the 11? Holy shit, gacha games have better rates than that.
Hey, this is Halloween Town, right?
Oh. Most.
Hey, it's Zero. How have you been, boy?
Jack pretends to fall in the hole so he can't be blamed for choosing to go into it if he ends up getting in trouble. Yeah, basically. It's a perfect cover. Oh, I'm at it. Island is +1 magic, but -1 strength. So yeah, we'll just keep as we are. Anything I want to put in here? No, I should go see about that. Destroy abilities. Sick. Actually, hang on, I think I want aerial spiral first. I also want aerial finisher at some point. Do we have any AP boosts built up? We got 2. There's just so many abilities and all of them are just like extra attacks and shit for Sora that you basically just want to put every single AP boost into Sora. I've said it before, but there's basically no point to giving them to anyone else. They say there was Ultimate Team streamers, because that's somehow a thing, opening like $2,000 worth of the packs. Jesus Christ. I knew there were, like, I guess I should have not expected that there was Ultimate Team streamers. People do that shit for like Overwatch loot boxes and everything else. And Counter-Strike ones.
What's that for?
It's Jack!
Nice oil drum. Or garbage bin, actually. It's abusive as fuck, but the thing to remember is that EA are basically dying. So like, it won't be much longer.
And Merry Christmas!
Hopefully.
Merry Christmas.
They lost 50% of their stock value across 2018. And all of their like major games have basically like begun underperforming in sales and haven't been bringing as much money as the shareholders demand and as EA needs.
You see, I'm running the show again this year, but I need Sandy Claus' blessing, so I'm off to Christmas Town.
I do love it, he calls him Sandy Claus.
I think he means Santa Claus.
Aren't these decorations wonderful?
Every aspect of it is fucked up, but God willing, it won't last much longer.
But first, we have to visit
Yeah, their business model is catching up with them, and thank God, because just fuck them, frankly. They deserve more than anyone to go down, and when they do, the spoils that shall flow.
Wanna go check it out?
Come on, hurry!
Shame about the devs and workers that got fucked by it. Yeah, it always is. The top brass basically never get fucked. Although, saying that, Belgium's criminal investigation into EA's finances and other shit like that will probably see the top brass done in long before any of the actual developers or anything. Even if they don't actually get like directly criminally punished for it, the resulting fines and shit that are inevitably coming will be laid at their fate.
Hello, Doctor. Where's Sally?
Can't you see that I'm in the middle of an experiment?
You're always experimenting, Doc. To be honest, like, I know EA going down will, like, put a lot of people out of work, but I feel like at the same time, they're kind of better off. As welcome the stock price drop is, they did have a revenue of 5.1 billion in 2018, so definitely isn't that close. But that's the catch there, revenue. You need to watch for A for profits and B for like how much money they actually have on them, how much money they're actually going to keep on them. EA is like horribly, hideously like mismanaged. I wouldn't be very surprised. Like, sure, they make 5.1 billion in revenue, but like how much of it actually like does them any good?
Imbeciles! Now my experiment is ruined!
It's like how Apple has reached the point now where even though they're bringing like literally like 67 billion pounds a year or some shit, it's still not good enough.
I'm sorry, Jack.
Because like they push things to the exact point where now it's like they can't increase their returns anymore, so it's all beginning to like tilt the other way and slowly crash. Like a lot of places and companies are reaching that like terminal velocity point.
Goodbye for now.
Do keep losing money, but once they get close to death, they'll just kill all studios but FIFA and 1 or 2 others and float on that. I mean, that would be the plan, but the fact that their management is so bad that they can't keep money, even with all this shit, it just kind of says like, I don't think even they'd even be able to make that work.
In the town square with you?
Huh? What fellows?
That's why I love that
The
line.
ones who wanted to spoil Halloween and Christmas? What are they called again? Heartless?
They're definitely not with us. But Donald, Goofy, and I can get rid of them for you. And then we can go see Santa.
We can see Santa. Don't give me that
First,
look.
the Heartless.
You'll get the rise to what? As far as I know, Richard Garriott's still around. He could probably get Ultima back. Richard Garriott? Lord British. The name he calls himself. He's still around. So he could probably get Ultima again, God willing. EA sits on like a fucking mountain of IPs and like buried series and everything. Like, them going down would see so much shit flow back into the industry. That'd be mad. Depends on how they play. I mean, granted, most of it's gonna flow into like THQ Nordic. But at least THQ Nordic will at least give us remasters and shit if they do get the rights, because, you know, they actually think to do that.
We're on it.
I didn't point that out yet, but I do like that even your Keyblade is like, you know, tinted like colored darker and everything, just to match the town's aesthetic. You do that for quite a few worlds. Like how it was all monochrome and shit for Timeless Ruger. The aesthetic direction and sense they put into this game just is nuts, and you know, that's why we love Square Enix, really. For all their faults, they can certainly do visuals perfectly fine, and often better than most. That's the one thing I don't get how many of these companies operate. They purchase a smaller company with popular IPs and then do fuck all with them. Yeah. I have to give them a bit of credit. They fuck all the goodwill of the IP first and then do fuck all of it, usually. Yeah. That's usually how it goes. Remember when EA turned Syndicate, the classic, you know, strategy game about, you know, corporations running mad and all the fucking, like, mad corporate terrorism shit you could do in that game. About, it was like basically about like the evil corporations and how our unchecked power is like horrible for everyone. And then fucking EA's Syndicate is just a 3-hour long corridor first person shooter just riddled with dubstep and whoa, kill the mercenaries or whatever the hell it was. That actually kind of championed like the Syndicate you were with. Remember the fucking XCOM FPS? I mean, it didn't end up an FPS. It ended up as a third-person shooter that I have sitting here because David is a son of a bitch. And I can assure you, yes, it was really bad. It was extremely bad.
Doorway is in the woods just past the graveyard.
It ended up being basically like an extremely cheap knockoff of Mass Effect and its combat system. Which, you know, if you played Mass Effect, you should kind of like stand back and like, you know, just kind of stare at the ceiling and wonder how we got to this point. Stream when, stream never. Where am I going? So they've changed the layout of the town. Okay, where's the trees? Are they this way? Yes. It was the Bureau XCOM Declassified, yes. It's fucking hilarious as well, because it actually uses the Fire Axe's XCOM Enemy Unknown. Came out before it, because they delayed the shooter by ages because of the horribly negative reaction to it and the fact that no one wanted it. And, you know, they didn't just cancel it and save their money. They just, you know, kept it, because why the fuck not? But yeah, the funny thing about it is that originally it had like its own unique aliens. It didn't use any of the classic XCOM aliens. Then they capitulated and began designing the XCOM aliens, but they all looked wrong and weird. And in the final game, they literally just used slightly rejigged models from XCOM Enemy Unknown for all the aliens. It's just tragic.
Here it is, the door to Christmas Town. The spooks of Halloween can get so tiresome year after year. I wanted something new.
This is why Halloween has been declining in popularity. And people are like, aren't putting as much effort in anymore. It's because Jack has found Christmas, and he too is just desiring Christmas over everything else.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Everything was so fresh and exciting.
Come on, just open it.
Sora wanting to see Christmas Town is also just fucking adorable. Also, I love the outfit change, so it is literally just both a Halloween and Christmas outfit stacked together.
Cool.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma coming to Switch, like in April or something. I've only played like a bit of Dragon's Dogma myself. I should probably get it a whirl at some point. I have Dark Arisen on PS3 from PS Plus. I'm pretty sure I still have it done. I might just say fuck it, and if I ever give it a shot, just get it on something else. Then. I played it was great, but all the shit came up. I know the feeling all too well. Yeah, because we got 2 drive forms now, we now have a max drive meter of 4. So when we end our form, we'll come out with 1 left over, which is nice. Let's see. Increases maximum, greatly increases the maximum AP. Strengthening greatly increases maximum AP. Magic. Let's do one of this, and one of this. Items, you twat. Sick. Let's see. What do I want then? We want aerial finish on. That's probably all we can do. For giggles, we can put we'll keep auto valor off. It's Christmas.
Here too?
Fucking love their Christmas harvest. You never finished Dark Souls 3? Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Remember to like find Dragon Peak. That's a fun time for everyone involved. There's aerial finisher, and because we got aerial spiral now, our combos just do the big wide sweeps to bring multiple enemies in. We just have like loads of early game now, especially since like a lot of our keyblades just, you know, either boost your aerial combo damage or give you more aerial hits. Like our Valor form especially, because we have Star Seeker as our second keyblade. It's generally recommended to keep aerial shit because this is generally very useful. Just how I already did most of Dragon Peak, just have the boss to do. Fair enough. He's a fun time.
Anything bad happen to Christmas?
I just noticed there actually is a bit of a fur texture on Goofy, and that's weird. Like on his reindeer body. Big reason I stopped is because whenever I get the bosses there, I have a tendency to get angry. No, that's just how it be. After enough of time with the games, eventually you just don't get angry anymore. You're just like, ah yes, of course. But you can't play it when they are around. When I get angry, my family gets angry at me. Ah, I see. You shout and shit then. Yeah, just enough time and eventually you just enter a zen state even when you're losing. Just this fucking face.
Well, hello everyone. Did you come to see if you're on my nice list? Your name?
Sora, sir.
Let's see. Sora. Here you are. Well, according to my list,
Look at his eyes.
7 years ago, you told everyone you did not believe in Santa Claus. Oh, that is unfortunate.
There are no other Soras in the universe. You know who Santa is, he knows. You just tell him your first name and he can tell the rest.
Am I on your list too by any chance? It's me, Jack.
Get out of my house.
Jack Skellington? What sort of trouble did you bring this time?
This time?
It's a long story.
The list says voice recognition. Christmas time. Probably packed the Santa's outfits. Donald's fits of rage don't count as naughty behavior. He's probably just like, you know, done enough to balance them out. Starring in anti-Nazi propaganda, you know, that's a big plus in Santa's book.
Why do we have to hide?
Well, this is a pleasant
We don't
surprise.
speak about the anti-Japanese
That fool
one.
Jack brought Sora and the others with him. Now we can deal with all of them at once.
What do you want us to do?
Who's there?
Busted!
Laughs, it just teleports away.
Oh,
Oh,
it's Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
new half in the bag. Yeah, I saw that before I went live.
I assure you they're
Bird
not
Box,
lost.
whatever that is.
Well, whatever the case, they've been quite naughty.
I'm interested in
Catch
watching
them
the
and
rest
bring
of
them
this.
back here. They're going to get a lecture.
You don't brick Santa Claus's shit.
Mr. Claus, I wanted to talk to you about Christmas first.
It'll have to wait. I need to see how things are progressing in my workshop.
Come on, Jack. Let's catch those little pranksters.
Some shit Netflix movie people have been crapping themselves over. Sounds about right. I wonder where they went. They seem to be very old. I'm sorry, Jack, but I'm doing my aerial thing right now.
It's over.
Goofy.
Yeah. Yeah. Take this.
That should be quite fitting if we use our forms in almost entirely fitted. We use our forms in Halloween Town. And you know, like we just flip out. You know, just unleash the other form we haven't seen yet. That's what I mean. I realised I just trailed off there because it's like, ah, violence. My cat makes some weird noises sometimes in his sleep.
I was so looking forward to destroying that ridiculous Christmas town. But now that Sora and those imbeciles are here, I think a change of plan is called for.
Unfortunately, Boogie's dead,
Revenge
so...
before pleasure, after all.
What kind of revenge.
The magnificent, malevolent kind, of course.
That sounds really bad.
Like Oogie's kind of bad.
And that's super duper bad.
Oogie Boogie. That bag of incensed insects.
I'm curious about the choice of the word incensed for that.
And where might I find him?
Jack and his dumb, stupid friends destroyed him.
Ah, yes. Now I remember. More intriguing still.
Kids, Oogie is
I
lame as
believe
fuck.
I'll bring your master back for you.
The powers of necromancy will actually fit quite in Halloween Town when I think about it. These greaves kind of will fall on you, and they kind of will do minor damage, really. How do you necromance a potato sack full of bugs? By resurrecting all the bugs individually.
I feel like a million bugs.
See?
I really owe you one for this, Maleficent.
Indeed you do, Oogie. Do you remember Sora, Donald, and Goofy?
Even the villains will hear this
Do I
word.
remember them? Ah, you're too much. I'll never forget what they did to me. What was it they did to me?
Squashed you like a bug.
That sounds bad.
And Jack helped.
Even worse.
They creamed you.
That's right. That's right. That's one thing I won't be forgetting anytime soon. It's the last thing I remember. And it's the only thing I'll remember until I teach those clowns not to mess with Mr. Oogie Boogie.
Yes, that's right. That's the spirit. And I have the perfect plan already in mind.
Yo, and sees Christmas.
Have you ever heard of Christmas Town?
Oogie is a lame villain, but an awesome character.
Wake up! Wake up!
He's hilarious, and he's got a lot of style, like in the actual movie and in Capcom's game. He's quite, you know, like
here and keep Sora and the others
stylish
occupied.
motherfucker with his song and all that.
My heart is without you, but do not fade.
I do need to stream that one at some point. I need to get a new capture card that can do SCART or composite or whatever. Just cause, yeah. Oh well, rip. Jack Knight uses like Lazara, by the way, just because, you know, he's found the power of Christmas. Whereas before he would almost solely use Thunder Arrow. Still Valor. I said I love like Sora's face mask whenever he goes Valor form in this world. On you. Just like, fucking look at it. Maybe I'll bust out Wisdom Forms to show off its one. Just thinking about it, I don't think I've actually seen what Wisdom Forms one is. It might even just be the same one but blue, but even so. They usually just don't use Wisdom Form because Valor Form exists. The good thing about Aerial Finisher is that it and Aerial Spiral and all that are a lot faster and a lot easier to pull off than your standard default Aerial Finisher, even when you got like extra hits in your combo. So it's also a decent way to finish bosses that require that. I do find it curious that Maleficent like revives Boogie, but then like basically what like everyone else but Hades from her little group of villains just, you know, are either left to their fates, or, you know, Hades is just allowed to keep fucking about and is never actually contacted by Maleficent for anything.
I should be getting ready for Christmas.
Is that you, Mr. Santa Claus?
Yes, but please call me Santa Claus.
Of course. Mr. Santa Claus, I was hoping I'd find
Hades is
you
a god though. I mean, true, but
It's very important that you go back to Christmas Town.
I wonder how much that really helps him.
Terrible is going to happen if you don't.
Maleficent doesn't seem to have any particular problems when it comes to kicking the shit out of anything, whereas Hades does a bit.
Jack, I'll be waiting for him at home. He had something to say to me about Christmas.
But that's just it. Please, go home and lock the door. And if Jack knocks, don't open it.
If Christmas invades
The large
Halloween
one
time,
in red.
then all is lost.
All I gotta do is kidnap him?
That's right. Lock him up at once. Then begin destroying Christmas Town. That's sure to make Sora and the other fools come running.
And then they're all mine!
Yes. And in the meantime, I'll turn Santa Claus into Santa Heartless.
He'll just look like that evil Santa Claus on that one Super Nintendo platformer. I need to find the name of that game. Also, I love how that scene plays out. Oogie just comes sprinting out of the woods at Santa Claus. Like, no elaborate trap or anything, just a fucking sack of bugs comes running at you screeching. No, I can't do it here. Of course not.
Donald!
We haven't actually seen the mage ones a lot in this game yet. I think we saw them like a few times in like Hollow Bastion, and then it's mostly just been like unique Heartless or the current, you know, set of goofy design Heartlesses. Yeah, notice the mages are also like a lot bigger in this game than they were in the past ones, which is nice because you can just track them more easily and hit them more easily. You waste no time, does that, Oogie?
I've done a little redecorating. Wait, something's not quite right. I know what it is. We just need a little more of that boogie flair.
Which is to
I
say,
do hope our jolly
gambling.
old friend is looking forward to becoming a Heartless.
They just stuffed his own beard into his mouth to keep him quiet.
Oh, clumsy oaf!
Are you still here? Why don't you boogie on back where you came from? You're crabbing my
Is there no Jack Frost in this world?
Have you already
Nah.
forgotten who brought you back, you insolent bag of bugs?
Sorry, can't remember a thing.
Very well, you ingrate. You'll rue the day you spurned my help.
And so he was once again marked for death. It's amazing that it doesn't catch on fire. Very spiteful, isn't she? I mean, Maleficent, you know, like lives, dies, and breathes spite. Eats shits and breathes it. All we need now is just an aerial version of like slide dash, and then we're just everything's perfect. It's an Ariel one down there. It's kind of hard to tell considering they'll have like a grungy Halloween coloration on. Ooh. He's an extremely nimble bag of shit.
Jack Skellington!
Oogie!
You and I have a score to settle, Jack.
Fucking tackle.
Same goes for your little sidekicks.
What are you planning to do with Sandy Claus?
Poor Sally.
Who? Sandy Claus? I don't know what you're talking about. And why is this roly-poly red guy here? Time to go, Grandpa!
Mr. Santa Claus!
Fooled so easily.
Why, you... Ah!
I'm just so easily distracted. So yeah, that's the gimmick of the fight. Getting the machine to get off your conveyor belt.
Nice view from up here. That's right, away you go. That's right, away you go. I'll squash you flat. That's right, away you go.
He will attack, but also whatever he's present you hit him with. Yeah, breaks that just a wee bit more. Come on, sling the presents at me. Can't be a thing like it can only be sent right? Or is that just shifts the end every time it breaks? I forget. Yeah, I figured Wisdom Form wouldn't be very well suited to this fight. Ah well. Guess you gotta see it a little bit. Yeah, that was Wisdom Form. Just you go sliding around the place instead. Alright, now we need fuck it. I was like, hey, we'll just unleash Wisdom Form and wreck him. And I was like, oh wait, conveyor belt. Oh wait, not Valor Form. It's like, oh well. Ah, fun. Especially because he becomes invincible to keep the fight going. Camera angle, Yep. You son of a bitch. Come on.
Now you just try dodging it. That's right, away you go.
Fuck it. And you don't. I'm surprised you could actually pull that off. Oh, he's teleported. Could you end Boogie by using bug sprays, man? You would need a lot of bug spray. Like a ton of it. There's a lot of bugs in there. There we go. Smack them right in the bum. I feel sorry for the elves that have to clean this up. And once again, he has been violently killed.
All right, Christmas is safe again.
If a bit dirtier.
Perfect. I'd better get down to business.
Yup, you ought to stick to Halloween and spooky stuff.
Jack. Here, it's done.
Wonderful! Why, I love it! Thank you, Sally.
Jack, do you really have to do this?
I mean,
But I make a splendid
basically
Santa
has to
Claus.
get out of the system.
Listen here, Jack Skellington. You saved me in Christmas as well, and for that I'm very grateful. But please promise you won't cause any more trouble. And about that suit, don't even think about taking over from me again.
I just thought you could use a little help this year, Mr. Claus. You must be exhausted from all the preparations. And I wouldn't mind a second chance to get this Christmas thing right.
Yes, being Santa Claus can be tiring. But let me tell you something, Jack. Seeing the happy faces of little children when they discover the presents I've brought them makes it all worthwhile. Year after year after year. And you, Jack, you love to make them gasp and see them shiver with fright. What if someone tried to take all of that away from you?
No.
We both have very important jobs to do, Jack. Mine is to take care of Christmas, and yours is to take care of Halloween. So we each have to do the very best we can.
The Santa outfit is in Capcom's Nightmare Before Christmas game. It's one of your ultimate forms you can switch to. Like you just sling presents around.
Nightmares.
The Night of Nightmares. It's such a title.
With Christmas, Jack,
Halloween is your true
Here's to
specialty.
take care of the worst holiday, says Christmas 95.
Children rely on both of us to do our jobs. Halloween needs your attention, and I know Christmas needs mine. Urgently.
You're right. I am the master of terror. And if Halloween has become too routine, all I have to do is think of something new that'll really make them scream.
Like your sick rhymes.
Oh, Jack!
I've been looking for you everywhere. We must go over the plans for next Halloween. I can't do a thing without your approval.
So true.
This is deep political commentary right here.
Good luck, Jack Skellington.
Well, there he goes.
Yes, and I've got lots of names to check and preparations to finish.
It's his entire outfit.
No time for joking.
What's this? Perhaps a bit too festive for our Halloween needs.
I kind of wish he had also just begun floating. It makes you wonder if he can see it because he's in here, in the gateway void.
We better get going.
Before you do, Sora, I believe there's a friend of yours who, if I recall correctly, was the one who told you there's no such thing as Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah. He did say that.
Riku, you big prick.
Be sure to give him my very best wishes.
I will, but do you know where I can find
Is Sora
Riku?
locking the locks or unlocking? He's unlocking them. These are the...
But don't
The last game he was locking up like the hearts of each world to keep the Heartless from getting to them. This game he's unlocking the gateways between the worlds so he can actually use them.
Right.
To get to other worlds and like link everything back up again so he can actually get around and fight villains. Hope that's a scene in Kingdom Hearts 3. I hope it is too. We just got Magnet. God. This is Sora telling Riku that Santa Claus sends his regards. Ooh. Santa says, fuck you. And there's a portal for you too, dog. The darkness swallowed Pluto.
Maybe waiting
The
is
dog
good
that may or may not have the name of a planet.
My thoughts exactly. If you have a dream, don't wait. Act. One of life's little rules. You got it memorized?
Who are you?
Axel. I happen to be an acquaintance of Sora's.
Acquaintance, yes.
Why don't we go see him?
You can totally trust him. He just appeared out of the dark void on your beach. Got it memorized. Ah well, rip. Before the Dusks actually load their next turn.
We've got something in common, Kairi. You and I both miss someone we care about. Hey, I feel like we're friends already.
The undulations in the background.
You're not acting very friendly.
Damn. Welcome to the void.
Hey, what is this place?
Step into the void of light. Just follow the dog. Wasn't Axel on the run from the orc? He is, but that doesn't mean... Quick Axel yell, I'm so flattered, that never fails. He's on the run from Miura. That doesn't necessarily mean he's working along with Sora.
You okay?
Or in Sora's best interests.
What? You and that dog came flying out of a hole in the wall. He nearly gave us heart attacks.
Alright, next time. Kairi's 4-hour prologue. Oh, hey.
Twilight Town! Yep, I can see it. It's back again.
Shut. Next time we've got quite a bevy of choices. We got Twilight Town, we got Agrabah, and we've got a whole new world. But not the one that has that song. I wonder if you can tell what world it is. But that will be for tomorrow, as it's now 25 to 12. So I'm gonna call it there. So, thanks for coming out. Hopefully I'll get an earlier start tomorrow. God willing, anyway. Just everything kind of fell behind today, and of course the endless interruptions. So, God willing, we won't have that tomorrow, but hey, what can you do? We're 10 hours in. We're faster paced than it would be on normal. I know if I was playing like the full 100% completionist, I tend to be grinding my forms and doing everything and finding the tournaments and shit. So we're not at the halfway point yet, though. Getting there, but we're not at what I'd call the halfway point yet. It's like usually on like a normal leveling pace, you'll end the game at like level 50 or 60. Usually like closer to 60, if not over 60. But yeah, thanks for coming out, and see you.